Okay, let's go next to where are we going to go next? Let's go to where are we going? Let's go to Chris from Massachusetts, who I believe is already unmuted because they're a moderator. Chris from Massachusetts, you're on the air.
Hey, David.
Hello.
Hey, so I posted this, just kind of posted in the Pack Pals channel. Was hoping to get your thoughts on this. What do you think about the Democratic Party? It really starting to embrace. Well, I'm not saying that they're doing this, but I think it would be a good strategy of embracing the politics and the policies of people like Katie Porter rather than the Squad. There seems to
Yeah.
be a cultural difference. But not, I will say there's a difference in how Katie Porter and members of the Squad approach some of these cultural issues that are important.
Yes.
But they also, Katie Porter does a really good job of, holding people accountable, especially in these interviews that we've seen go viral online.
100%. Listen, I think that there's two different things going on here. You've correctly identified that culturally, Katie Porter has a different tone and approach to issues than the Squad. And for me, as an individual, I tend to like Katie Porter's approach a lot. I tend to like it a lot.
Same.
But I think there's a more important piece. It has to be said, Katie Porter's much more knowledgeable on a lot of these issues than the Squad types. And I'm not saying it pejoratively. I'm just saying Katie Porter has more experience, particularly in the space of finance and economics, and she's more knowledgeable. And so what I like the most about the Katie Porter approach, it's less cultural for me. It's more about she's just so knowledgeable that you get the sense that she's not only crafted a series of questions that will look a certain way, she understands the issues in detail that are underlying all of those questions. And I love the Katie Porter approach. I think your idea is great.
Yeah, and if you look, I mean, she, was one of the few freshman Congress people to flip a historically red district.
Yes.
And that seems like, when you look at the fact that the younger people that tend to support, the Squad types the most, they don't show up and vote.
Mm-hmm.
So the Democrats are kind of stuck with try to influence as much of the independents to come out and vote for them as they possibly can.
Yeah.
And I think these cultural issues turn off those independent types. But Katie Porter, especially with her background in education, she has like this really, I mean, she's so skilled at pointing out exactly how people's pockets are getting picked by, banks, so a lot of these, property issues. She was going to be, I think, like a housing advisor for Elizabeth Warren. And like you said, she's so knowledgeable on these issues, and she is just able to really communicate to the people, like, this is how you are getting worked over by the people in power.
No,
and I think
no
that's
question
the
about
message that really kind of resonates with across the spectrum, and how she was able to flip a district. So I think that, really the energy should. AOC is extremely popular. Ilhan Omar also popular. And they have their place. But I think if we're gonna put we're gonna put our resources into the place where it's gonna have the most impact, it's getting behind people like Katie Porter.
I agree. I think in the context of the conversation about 2024 nominees, I don't know that Katie Porter is an appealing nominee to a lot of people, but that's a different question. And I think everything you've pointed out is absolutely true.
All right. Thanks, David.
All right. Thank you so much for the call. Very good point. If you or someone you know is into science, astronomy, space, this is for you. Our sponsor, Under Lucky Stars, creates beautiful personalized star maps showing the unique position of the stars in the sky at the place and time chosen by you. Under Lucky Stars is a great way to remember an important moment, someone's birthday, wedding day, your engagement. You give them a time and a location that you want to commemorate. They show you exactly how the stars and constellations looked in a spectacular, super high quality print. It's a completely personalized gift experience. You can customize it into a ton of designs. You can read on their website how all the star maps are scientifically accurate. This is the one I got, showing the time of my birth in Buenos Aires, Argentina. The quality of the material and the print, they're fantastic. I was really impressed. And I love that they support the International Dark Sky Association to fight against light pollution. Under Lucky Stars is perfect for Valentine's Day. And right now they're giving my viewers 10% off when you click the link below and enter the code DPACMAN.